Hey guys, welcome back to Say What? React.
Call me and like, and you were just like, "Are you ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm ready." Fucking.
We are back again with a fun random video for you guys.
Hell yeah.
So a lot of times when I have Carlos here with me, we are diving deep into some of these groups' storylines, big time. So, but that being said, there's a lot of just random one-off videos that have a bit of a interesting like story to it that I also want to share with them as well. So in this video, we are doing just that. We are going to check out Jackson Wang's Leave Me Loving You. I think he's going to enjoy the way this is filmed. And I think he's also going to enjoy seeing Jackson's directing process that he explains at the end as well. We're also going to go and check out Max Chongmin's Devil because, first of all, I love the way this was like filmed. It was very interesting. Oh my god, my nose is just so bad all of a sudden. But I was also like really fucking confused, and maybe he could like shed some light on his point of view on what he's seen and make me maybe understand what the hell is happening in this video a little bit better. Or make it worse. You never know. He does say Kwangya in his lyrics.
Okay,
I was like, oh, there goes SM. Like, oh, you have to say this word somewhere in your lyrics, please. Anyway, and then we're gonna end this with Lay's Lit. Lay's Lit does have an actual like story behind it, like an actual like historical type story of like you know right. So there is an underlying story to what is happening, but also with his own kind of
twist,
you know, well his own message of what he's trying to say in this as well. Like lit is a lit in Chinese means lotus, and
yeah, I think you mentioned that.
I did mention it too, and that's why I was like, "Have you seen that?" And you're like, "No." I'm like, "Hold on a second, what?" So yeah. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Jackson's MV, although he is Jackson Wang from China, and he is a member of GOT7. He's a rapper in GOT7. He is a vocalist as well, though, and he will be singing just in English.
Okay.
But he is, you know, Chinese. But
right.
most of his solo work, if I'm not wrong, almost all of his solo work is in English.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, okay. I think I kind of just gave you a quick rundown of everything. So I guess let's just go ahead and get into it, you guys. I'm super excited to, he normally doesn't comment a lot during the video. He'll say all of his thoughts like after watching the video. So just FYI, he's not going to be like crazy,
I'm not gonna do a backflip.
He's not gonna react like I do. Okay. He's gonna just kind of absorb everything and we'll talk about it afterwards, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. I will still put a pause warning up in case I do need to pause to explain something or tell him something. Alrighty? Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
I love this song. It was on my top of the year. This year it came out. And this is Britney's ult, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. She's obsessed with Jackson. I remember at this point I was like, bitch! In my reaction, I was like, what the fuck? Why is she that is fucked up. I remember freaking out in my reaction when this happened.
Wow.
Yeah. So you want to talk about it before he starts talking about it?
Nah, you can.
You're good.
Yeah,
You're good.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, what did you think of like the direction or like the just the way it was presented, the story?
It's like it's really cool. I like it. It's like it's got like a old like Canto vibe, like old like Hong Kong '80s movies vibe.
Okay, awesome. No, just you'll see why I just freaked out.
Yeah.
They know, and you're gonna know in a minute.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But it's like back to our the second video in the August D trilogy has that like same vibe too, and I grew up on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and it's like having that old like, but that old like '80s nostalgia too.
Yeah.
And it's like not just like with the high like retro like
sound.
wavy synthy sound
Yeah.
and stuff like that, but like the way that the video is shot as well too.
Yeah.
Even though like now we can see that it is takes place in like contemporary times or whatever, but even in the beginning of the video when the other patrons are walking in and stuff like that, it's just like, yo, this is like, to me, while I was like kind of laughing, I was just like, is this how Jackson Wang's parents met? Like in my mind, you know what I mean? Like of like, you know, because of that like that really nostalgic thing
feel
from that feel. But even the it has like that old, it has grit and like a lot of again like that old like retro Hong Kong film style, but like generally that's like tied to more like, you know, action movies and stuff like that. But like how he pans and sweeps through the kitchen, like through the fire over the wok, and then the water inside and him washing it, and then from the different perspectives and stuff like that. And it's I like that it has that nostalgic feel, but I also feel like it's very like dreamscapey too. Like when he actually like sits down and interacts with the girl, that's where everything kind of gets all hazy and warm and soft and stuff like that.
Real reason for that.
Yeah.
Because it's not real.
Right, yeah, I got that. That's why like I was laughing too. I was just like, that's just not real.
Yeah. It's all in his head. He's just a little crazy. Yeah, when I realized that like it wasn't actually real, I was just like, oh girl, I'm sorry, he crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm sorry.
But
sorry I called you a bitch.
But that's why but see, I find that charming. I don't think that he's crazy. But again, I feel that like goes more into like a simpler time. Like, like, you know, again, like to me, if Jackson Wang was just like, my parents told me a story of how they met, and I wish I could meet somebody like that. That's what I got. But at the same time, like I'm 37. You know, so I grew up in the 80s, and there's that level of nostalgia, and then like love can be pure, and there's a difference between like longing and obsession. But we live in a time where unfortunately that like emotions, we don't know how to deal with emotions publicly and socially, and we don't know how to reciprocate those emotions and express those emotions either. So that's why like I feel that's why like my mind also went to like that 80s Hong Kong way like not kung fu but old like Hong Kong movies used to be shot But I like this video a lot. I like the song, I like the way it's presented and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jackson ain't fucking crazy, bro. He's just in love.
Jackson's so good. All right, let's get his little commentary at the end. Team Wang. He's like so involved in every aspect of what he does. I love how they like practice on iPhones the shots that they want.
Yeah.
Before the actual filming happens.
Yeah, because that's just free.
Yeah.
I like to get the because it's really good.
Shit, maybe it was all filmed on one of those fancy ass fucking phones.
But yeah, when he put that rose in the teacup and she didn't even acknowledge it, I knew that
at that moment.
Yeah, I knew that shit wasn't real.
Me Loving You. For the music video, I came up with a treatment that follows my previous release, Pretty Face. Still staying in the time zone of 90s Hong Kong.
That's what as soon as you said it, I'm like, ah! you like said Hong Kong specifically, and I'm like, ah!
Style. Yeah, the way I decided to shoot the video, it's more towards the structure this time, rather than like the musical and choreo performances like I always do. The storyline of Leave Me Loving You music video, well, it's another love story. I'm playing a role of a dishwasher in a restaurant, and I fell in love with this girl since the day she came in. Everything about this love story only happened in my mind. It's my imagination. It never happened. She doesn't know me, and lastly, she got me. Very simple story, but very interesting to shoot it in a different style this time.
That's the real camera.
Yeah.
He hugs everyone. He's just such a sweetheart. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Fun, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, so on to the next one. That wasn't so much like me wanting you to like analyze that or anything like that. It's just I felt like you would enjoy that one.
Yeah, I did. I enjoyed that very much.
Yeah. Okay, now this one.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's happening here. I have no clue. Now, I will say, because Brian would kill me if I don't tell you this, when this video was first released and I reacted to it, it was normal. Then about a week later, or maybe a few days later, SM, because they think that they're cool, decided to take the video and add sound effects to...
Oh, shit. Like on top of the like music?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Like, I'm like...
To make it more theatrical, probably.
He's like, what the fuck is this? He's like, it just cheapens this video. Because he loved this video and song when it came out. He was like, oh my God. And now he's like, I feel like I can't even watch it anymore. Like, this just, it ruined it. And SM also did that to one of, I think one of EXO's music videos, if I'm not wrong. They did that to one of theirs as well. And I'm just like, why? Like, why is, it's not necessary. Like, you're adding these, like, stupid little, like, sound effects that, like, completely distract from this brilliant song. Like, anyway, fucking SM, I swear to But like literally, like if you watch my reaction to it, because I reacted the day it came out, you don't hear any of that. But when you watch it, the actual video now, you hear these stupid sound effects. So just ignore the sound effects.
Right.
Because that is not the intention originally. Okay, let's go.
수없이 불어오는 것은 시련에 막혀 길 잃은 아이처럼 단한 걸음 못 내딜 때 내게 속삭였지.
So I immediately was like, okay, number one, is he the elk? Number two, and because I was like, because of the eyes thing, and I was like, number two, and I'm like, why am I feeling very like Louisiana Bayou vibes from this? What is
like a gospel Negro spiritual type?
I just
thing.
I'm in the Bayou. I'm in like the down in it, like in the
you in the thick of things.
in like a not a cabin, but like one of those little things like off the water, where someone's doing some freaking voodoo. That's where I feel like I'm at.
Definitely has that vibe.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, this is neat. Loved it.
So just let it rain. Rain down on me. 소리 없이 차오른 rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 rain down on me. 잠에 마를 때까지 rain down on me. 외로워도 짓는 잠들 수 없는 밤 내가 견뎌야 할 아름다운 긴 방황의 시간 저는 두렵지 않아.
Did you hear the first stuff?
Yeah.
So just let it rain. Rain down on me. 소리 없이 차오른 rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 rain down on me. 잠에 마를 때까지 rain down on me. 운명이란 이름으로 뒤틀린 광야 속에서 빛을 향해서 걸어가. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 rain down on me. 잠에 마를 때까지 rain down on me. Come on, let it rain. Rain down on me. 젖을 듯이 타올라. Rain down on me. 뜨거워진 눈물이 잠에 마를 때까지 rain down on me.
See, I'm like, so is he the elk? Or deer? Or what the fuck? What does that mean?
He sold his soul to the devil and he lives forever.
Is that what that is?
I think so.
What was the face thing? The stone face thing?
I think that's like like he's lived past the time of age of like man and worship and shit. That's the only thing I can get, because again, this got like to your point, like the old like bayou, like I said, like Negro spiritual of like, but with that voodoo, because in like Louisiana and like off in the Delta and stuff like that, you get those stories of, you know, people, these old musicians selling their souls to the devil and then becoming like really like famous and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and it's like the progression of like, I'm not saying like it's like old timey, but of like him in the woods being, you know, like selling his soul or whatever. But then like but it's not like your traditional sense of like he sold it for love or he sold it for talent or for success, but for something, it's very vague.
Yeah.
But because I think the gravity of the song, of the sound of the song and the lyrics is just to be more of an emotional, responsive song than it is actual. Like, you're not going to apply this song to your everyday life.
Right.
But it's a very like existential song, though.
Right.
You know.
Like I was insanely impressed by the song, but it wasn't one that like I played on my daily playlist.
Right.
Yeah. But I was just like, but the song is incredible.
Yeah, it's like art, right?
Yeah.
In and itself, it's like the video, the song, because I'm not familiar with K-pop, but I've never seen a pseudo modern Negro spiritual gospel esque song
in K-pop.
K-pop, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and that's the great thing about K-pop is it's literally can be anything. Any genre. Right. Like that's right.
And it's very artistic, but again, like the song of a provocative title like Devil, and then just again, it's kind of that aspect of like, you know, someone that wants to make something of themselves and feel like they can't, so they sell their soul to the devil. And then in this case, I'll say it's like immortality, because he starts in the forest, but then it's like he's in that underground kind of like modern deco thing. But it was like but it's also like that kind
it's
of
almost like an hourglass in a way, the way the
but it's also like he's inside it, so he's like bound.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like dancing.
Trapped,
Right. And even if as those like straps were like being broken, it's still like he's still ensnared. It's still tightened up, and to the point to where it's like I feel like we start in the forest, and then we kind of have like this urban underground thing in the middle of the video, and then at the end, it's kind of sprinkled in it. But the final place in the end is like in this desolate desert with what I'm assuming would be kind of like a godlike figure, you know.
And that all crumbled. Like the face
like it,
of
like,
it crumbled.
It
looked just like a rock until it lifted up and you realized that it was actually a face.
I saw that it was like the face all the
time. Well.
But then but it's not until like he engages with it and then like it looks at him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it could be, again, I don't know what this guy's like spiritual or religious belief is altogether, or even just artistically in lore, because it could also be like perceived of like, you know, the ancient like pagan of like worshiping the trees and the earth and stuff like that, and like that elk representing some type of like old type of thing, and then of religion moving forward to where like he can't, it's like he's bound, like not even like God can save him, because it's like it looks at him with the white light and then just goes up, disintegrates, and moves on, and ultimately he's like left alone like with himself. But then it goes back to
being in the forest,
being in
with
the forest
these like glowing antlers,
right.
Yeah, which would make him seem like an otherworldly being. Yeah.
But it's kind of like, you know, you kind of reap what you sow. Like, you know, whatever deal that he made with that entity, like moving forward, like he lived so long, but it's kind of like you're stuck. But again, it could be like a flash. Like, I want to sell my soul for whatever reason, and it's just like, well, this is what you'll get. So like, rather than him like living his whole entire life, it's just like that moment. But it's just like, it got delivered to him like right after he made the deal. Yeah. You know, because it's like we always, again, like we hear that trope of like, you know, Toothless Joe from the Bayou sold his soul and became the greatest blues musician of all time. Yeah. But then, you know, a lot of his kids died, his wife died, his family died, but he was the most successful.
Prices to pay.
Right. I kind of feel like he wanted something and he got it, and like the elk was just like, this is what you're gonna get. You don't have to live your whole life. Now you know you're not gonna go through like that tragedy of like you'll eventually catch up to you. Like you're gonna know, and now you know there's nothing you can do about it. So it's kind of like a double type. That's how I kind of interpreted it. Like all because it started in the woods and it ended in the woods.
Yeah, exactly. So, even the cover art for this album, with the antlers, with the flowers growing out of like the statue.
And there were some lyrics in there that was talking about like his life and like the regrets that he had if he would have known, you know, I'm paraphrasing obviously, but you know, the things that he's done in his life, if he would have known better, he probably would do things like kind of different. And that's why I kind of like allude to that. He doesn't live this whole entire like eternity or whatever. It's like he made the deal, and like the devil being the devil showed him what he's gonna get before his life goes. So now there's nothing. He knows for sure there's nothing he can do. So no matter how hard he tries.
That's kind of messed up, though.
Yeah.
This is what your life's gonna be.
Yeah, but that's that's my interpretation, and the lyrics really don't add up to it altogether. But like with the vibe of like what I'm familiar with culturally, and that kind of story and stuff like that. That's like what it means to me, I guess.
Oh, sorry. There is for the next one. There is. I'm gonna try to find the reason or the meaning or like the concept kind of like reason, just so at least you're provided with that. Let's see. They're talking about his past albums in this. Sorry, I'm just trying to like go through this. Broke to the barrier of ancient and modern music, merging different times together. The album Lit uses past life and current life as a metaphor to divide the album into first and second halves. First half is an experimental mixing of music with ancient Chinese background. Second half is a continuation into modern urban life with trendy musical genres. This is not what I'm looking for.
No, let's watch it, and then you can find it. Or you can find it while I watch it.
Well, hold on.
There
it is. I found it.
Yeah.
Okay. If the pre-release track Jade is a reinterpretation of the story Farewell My Concubine from the perspective of the concubine consort Yu, then the title track Lit approaches it from Zhang Yu's perspective to interpret and shape this king's story. Almost no one has ever connected Zhang Yu with the imagery of a lotus, but this great hero's pride and confidence, his determination to die on the battlefield with pride rather than live a shameful life, is the perfect illustration of the spirit of the lotus, remaining untainted amidst the filth and dirt. Okay. Lit uses an ominous pipa sound to hint at the heavy burden one must carry if they aspire to hold the throne. Facing the choice of giving up or holding on, Lit uses determined lines to express himself. And it just kind of quotes, too many people want to trip me. Too many people are meddling. Too many people waiting in line. Look closely because I'm indeed untainted by filth. So yeah. And then, yeah. So Jade is like the counterpart to this as far as like the other half of like the story of like the
that's crazy, like
the king and the consort.
All this came about because you wanted me to play the song because you were admiring one of the like beaded necklaces that I wear, and it's a white jade lotus. Remember?
Yeah, the lotus. I love that one.
To eat, and you're just like, I really love that, and I was just like, yeah, it's a white jade lotus, and you're just like,
I really need you to get you to react to Lit.
Yeah.
But then something else happened recently where we saw something that referenced Lotus.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really need to get you to react to Lit.
Yeah, the universe wants this to happen. And lotuses are like one of my favorite flowers.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get you to react to it.
But I think that was like a nice little surprise, like all together. That I have a jade lotus, and it's like he has like a 2-part thing of the story of like the jade and
wait
the
till
lotus.
you see the back of his robe.
Hell yeah.
You're like, okay. FYI background on this is this was filmed in 2019 in China before everything was
shut
down.
The fuck down, yeah.
And then because of everything, this didn't get released till almost the summer of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Because of the state the world was in at that time.
Yeah, for sure.
And the people who worked on a lot of the editing and stuff of this and like the CGI and stuff were people who also were involved with Parasite.
Oh, okay.
And another fun fact is Lei used his own money for this
to get it all
production
done. Wow.
For the whole thing.
Right.
And if I'm not wrong, we're talking like millions.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Millions of dollars of his own money to do this.
Yeah.
He's such an incredibly hard worker. He's so dedicated. And wait till you see the credits at the end. I'll pause it. You can see how many times he's listed. It's insane. All right, let's go.
从不回头，就去到下一个 level。Now we go. Take, no one bring me down. Take, bring another round. Take, 就算我不到。我的 I am the land.
This bass.
太多人分不清对错，信仰确实才会困惑。谎话太多都被骗过，传言都当作真相来传播。一路线走到了现在，陈词滥调你的年代，不要再来异想天开，听出来都不会倦怠。I am the king， 在音乐王国，请问我的 ring。这就属于我，带上我的 crown。I got the power, you know it. I got the power, you know it. I got it. 太多人想把我干掉，太多人在纸上画照，太多人都在那排队等，就是出于你不让你看好。You wanna fight it, we having a fight. Fight with this but you know I survive. Music my arena, feeling the vibe. Taking China to the world. I am the land.
That dragon looks so good.
I am the land. I am land.
So good. Oh man. So, produced by his studio, executive producer,
Yeah.
music director, leading actor, music arrangement composer, music lyricist, choreography.
Yeah.
Like, and I think there's one more. Yeah, and writer.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit was lit.
To sum it up. Wasn't that so good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Damn. Like, that was a whole ass fucking movie.
Yeah, it was.
In like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that dragon. Like, I couldn't get over when I first saw this. The way the dragon looked. Like, I was like, that dragon is fucking gorgeous. That dragon is so well done.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder A, it took so long to freaking do this.
Yeah.
But also B, like the people he had hired to do it. Like, are you kidding me? Sure. Like, man, looks so good. And I like how at the end, that part where it's like it's him and the dragon like eye to eye, and then at the end too, that like that whole thing.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
And I was just like, you know, I'm looking at it, and it's because some people are just like, oh shit, he's about to get eaten. I'm like, no, that's not what's going on here.
Nah, he called him.
Yeah, like it's a sign of like he's waiting for him to tell him what to do. Right. Like it's like a respect thing. Like, I'm here for you. Like, I'm here to serve you because he is the king. He is the one. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what would you like to contribute, if anything?
This video is cool as shit.
Know, right?
A lot of crumping.
Yes. He actually like, he is a fan of the dance style, so he like was practicing for a while in the dance style, like, you know, I say a while, but I mean like under a year.
Yeah.
And he actually had the opportunity to speak to the founder of like the style of music or the style of dance.
Right.
And they were like FaceTiming, and the guy was like, yeah, like you're really good. Like, how long have you been doing this? And he's like 7 months. And he's like, 7 months?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, I know people who have been doing this for a hell of a lot longer than 7 months, and they don't look like you look.
Crispy, yeah.
Yeah, they don't look the way you look. Yeah. So which is like a great compliment to Lay.
For sure.
He was like really excited when he got to talk to him, so that was really cool.
Yeah. What's the other video like then?
Which other video?
The video before this one that you were reading in that this is like a continuation.
Oh, Jade does not have a video.
Oh, it does. Oh, okay.
No,
so
Jade is just a song.
Just conceptually.
Yes, exactly. I got you. Jade is just conceptually the counterpart to this.
Right. That's interesting.
Yeah, I guess because the lyrics maybe
For sure.
Like Jade is obviously a very
precious stone.
And back in the day, like you only had that stone if you were of like royalty or like wealth and stuff. So I guess Jade maybe I don't remember the lyrics of Jade, to be honest, but I guess maybe it refers to, since Jade is that song is kind of reference to the other part of this, which is the concubine of the king. So maybe like he gave her Jade. Something. I don't know. But actually I didn't think about this, but I'm an idiot because I need to think about this. I'm actually gonna show him Flying Apsaras because it's 40 fucking some seconds long. I'm still bitter. And he needs to see it. So Lay is the type of person where he is a workaholic. He doesn't know how to take a break or a day off.
Right.
And if something is not done in the manner and in the manner in which into the level in which he wants it to be, he doesn't care if he loses money. He will nix the whole thing.
Right.
And that's kind of what happened. He released a 48-second, I think it was, like showing you like what it was.
Right.
He never he's like, it was not up to my standards, so I will not release it.
Okay.
And everyone was like, can we make it up to your standards, please? Can you work on it more? Because oh my god, wait till you see this shit. Oh, it's so good. Like, it's actually like insane. He just released, oh sorry, it wasn't even 48 seconds, it's a 40-second visualizer. Like, it's just, when I say we were robbed, I mean we were robbed. But like, I also like don't want to undermine, like, this is his craft. Like, this is like, if he does not feel like the product was up to his standards and what he wanted to present to us, he has every right to like not release it. That's his choice. That being said, I want a full MV so bad. Like, wait till you see this visualizer, man. Oh my god. All right, let's do this. And that's all we get.
Right.
How fucking nuts was that?
It's crazy.
Are you actually kidding me?
Did they release the song though?
Yeah, the songs, and he has a whole dance practice for the song and everything. Right. But like, the actual music video never happened.
Yeah, I mean, that 40 seconds was probably fucking millions of dollars.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm like, the amount of money you spent on this, and like, you're willing just to like nix it. Like, what? Like, oh my god. It makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. Like, that is fucking, the boat coming out of the sand, this big massive thing kind of moving in the fucking desert, and then like the underground scenes with the lady flying and the thingy, and then the fucking dude, the dragon again, but this time it's like a sand dragon.
Right.
The fuck, and he's just like floating in the fucking air.
He's like enlightened and shit.
Oh my god,
there was some ill shit going on in this video.
It's fucking crazy. Lay's so good. It's actually silly.
Yeah. That's cool as shit.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, anything else you want to add to anything?
No, like this, like there's like, for once, not even like in context. It's just like I just really enjoyed that video for what it was.
Yeah.
Checked all the boxes, like what I'm into. Had a lot of like hero-esque things, like what I was telling, and I've talked about hero fucking so many times in all these videos and shit. But I'm it makes sense because like a lot of these guys are around my age, so so they've been exposed to a lot of the same things, in the time.
I mean, they're all younger. Let's be real, but
not all. They're not that much younger than me.
I mean,
in the scheme of things, I mean, in terms of like
Lay's
media.
like 31, 32, and Jackson's under 30.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of the media, what's available, what they've consumed.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm 37, bro. I'm not 45.
Calm down.
Hey.
I'm not 45 either. Wait a second.
I didn't imply that you were
Whoa.
45. I'm just saying 45's old.
I'm just saying.
Older.
Wait, great. So I only have a couple more years until I'm old.
I mean, it's all a state of mind, right? You're as young as you feel. How old do you feel?
Old as fuck. Anyway, this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really glad to share these with you.
Yeah.
I knew that these were things that I just felt that you would just really appreciate.
I really did enjoy them, and that's the thing. Like, it's not that I'm speechless. It's just like there's no commentary. Like, I appreciate it like for what it is, and I'm not gonna sit here and wax poetic and try to make it more than what it is.
Yeah.
Because it's cool as shit.
Yeah, like in lit, like the visuals of like the whole army, like seeing it over the top of the army coming out like towards him, and then like just seeing like the Lotus coming out of like the water. And
I like that aspect too. Like the Lotus comes out pristine, but like we find him like with the ink blocks and shit, like covering himself.
He's covering himself like in the darkness, even though like it really hasn't touched him, you know.
Right.
And I love the fighting part in the where it cut to black and white in the middle of there when they started like kind of fighting in the corridor. And like when he did like slice them or whatever, like it was like a white splatter rather than like red because it was like in black and white. I thought that was a really cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool touch.
Way that they edited that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was a really cool video.
So good. Okay, guys. Well, that is gonna be it for this video.
Yeah, we need more videos like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the videos like this don't come cheap. That's for damn sure.
For sure.
So there's not many videos like that around unless someone's copying him.
Right.
If you know, you know.
Was somebody copying him?
Oh, honey, we'll talk about it later. Anyway, so that is me it for this one, y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I should probably like pull up my outro since I'm saying goodbye. Yes, please let me know your thoughts on these different MVs. Like, is this the first time you're watching them? Like, what did you think about them? I just think I loved all of them, and I think they're so good in their own ways. And I will never. Oh, fun fact! I will never be over Lay's lit MV. But fun fact is, he's actually seen me react to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's fucking cool as shit.
I'll show you that.
Hell yeah.
It was really fun. I was like, oh my god, he knows who I am.
Yeah.
And I had Chanyol in the background. And like when I first get on the screen, he kind of, you see him as I'm talking and he's looking, you see him go, like he kind of like laughs. I'm like, he's probably laughing because there's a Chanyol standing behind me. Oh god. Because I didn't say anything funny. There was no reason for him to laugh in that moment. But you just see him chuckle and I'm like, oh shit. And then it makes me wonder, I'm like, oh my god, like what if he then was like, hey, I saw someone react to something and you're standing behind me. I'm like, I swear to god, I can't even mentally handle the possibility that could have happened. I can't deal. Nope.
He put it in the group chat. He's just like, check this shit out.
I would die. I can't. No. Okay, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. I'm gonna go. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on these videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.